Hello students, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So our first topic for today is addition and subtraction of fractions. Yes students, again what are fractions? Fractions are numbers that express a part of a group, right? Yes. Now what is the rule number 1? To add or subtract two like fractions, we add or subtract the numerators, the denominator remaining the same. It sounds very simple, right? Yes. But what we should observe here is to add or subtract two like fractions. It is talking about only two like fractions. Again, what are like fractions, students? Like fractions are those fractions having the same denominators. Yes. So when we are adding or subtracting two like fractions, we add or subtract the numerators depending on the sign. If there is a plus sign, we add the numerators, and if there is a negative sign, then we subtract the numerators. Yes. And what about the denominator? The denominator remaining the same. Now let us take the example 3 by 11 plus 7 by 11. 3 by 11 plus 7 by 11. First, what will be the first step? First step will be to check whether these are like fractions. Yes. Now both the fractions are having 11 as their denominators. So we can call these two as like fractions. And as they are like fractions, we can perform addition here. How to add? Add the numerators first. 3 plus 7 whole divided by, just write the denominator 11 here. Clear students? 3 plus 7, add the numerators, whole divided by just the denominator. And as we know, 3 plus 7 is equals to what? 3 plus 7 is equals to 10 divided by the denominator. Clear students? Very easy, right? If the given fractions are like fractions, we add the numerators and simply write the denominator as the whole. Yes. 3 by 11 plus 7 by 11 is equals to 10 by 11. Now coming to the subtraction part here. 7 by 9 minus 2 by 9. Again, what are these two fractions? These two are like fractions. So we can perform subtraction here. How do we subtract? Again, subtract the numerators first. 7 minus 2. Then write the denominator divided by 9. Yes students, 7 minus 2 divided by the denominator 9. What is 7 minus 2 equal to? 7 minus 2 is equals to 5 divided by 9. So the subtraction of 7 by 9 and 2 by 9 is equals to 5 by 9. Clear students? Yes. Moving on to rule number 2. To add or subtract unlike fractions, we may convert them to equivalent like fractions and then add or subtract as in rule number 1. Now look at the example here. Find the sum 3 by 4 plus 2 by 5. Now what did we learn till now? We learnt about addition and subtraction of like fractions. But are these two like fractions? No. Why are they not like fractions? Because the denominators are different here. Yes, clear students? Yes. Now what should we do? We've learnt about how to convert unlike fractions into like fractions, right? Yes, so the same procedure is to be applied here. First we need to convert unlike fractions into equivalent like fractions and then add or subtract as in rule number 1. Like here we have performed the addition and subtraction on like fractions, right? So in the same way we add or subtract them as we do with like fractions. So the first step will be the conversion of unlike fractions into like fractions. Now here our our fractions are 3 by 4 and 2 by 5. Yes students, 3 by 4 and 2 by 5. These two are unlike fractions. If you remember, how did we convert unlike fractions into like fractions? First we found out the LCM. Now LCM of 4 and 5. How do we find out? Write 4 and 5 here. While finding out the LCM, we always take the prime numbers. Let me take the prime number 2. Is 4 divisible by 2? Yes, 2 2s are 4. So 2 2s are 4. So I wrote 2 here. Now is 5 divisible by 2? No. So I will simply write 5 as it is. Clear students? 2 2s are 4. So I wrote 2 here. but 5 is not divisible by 2, so I wrote 5 as it is. Again, we are having 2 here. This is divisible by the prime number 2. 2 ones are 2. Again 5 is not divisible by 2. So write 5 as it is. Now we have 5 here which is divisible by our prime number 5. Yes, which is divisible by our prime number 5. So 1 is as it is and 5 ones are 5. Clear, students? This will be our LCM, how the procedure of calculating LCM. Now what is the LCM? What is the answer here? Is it 1 comma 1 or is it 5? Is it 2? No. The LCM is 2 into 2 into 5. What is the LCM, students? The prime factors which we have used here become when we multiply them, it becomes the LCM of the given two numbers. 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20. Yes, 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20. 20 becomes our LCM. Clear? What was the first step? First step is to find out the LCM. LCM of what? LCM of the denominators. Yes, now we got the LCM of 4 and 5 as 20. Now coming to the first fraction, 3 by 4. Yes, 3 by 4. Now the next step is to convert them into equivalent like fractions. If you remember, how did we convert it? What are equivalent fractions? The fractions which are equal in value. Yes, and how did we get them? By multiplying or dividing. Now here we are having the denominator as 4, but the LCM is 20. Now how can we get to 20? 4 into what gives us 20? Or else we can take the LCM. What LCM did we get? 2 into 2 into 5. Now here 2 2s are becomes 4 and then we are having into 5. Yes, students? 4 into 5. Now look at the denominator. We are already having 4 from the LCM. 5 is missing. So multiply 5. Multiply both the numerator and denominator with 5. Clear, students? Why are we multiplying 5? So that the denominator of these fractions become equal to the LCM. Becomes equal to the LCM. Now 4 5s are becomes what? 4 5s are 20. And in the numerator 3 5s are becomes 15. 3 5s are becomes 15. Yes. How did we get this number 5? We compared it with the LCM. We are having 4 here. 4 into 5 gives us 20. So we multiplied both the numerator and denominator with 5. 3 5s are 15. 4 5s are 20. Yes. Now moving on to the next fraction, which is 2 by 5. 2 by 5. Now how to convert this into an equivalent fraction? Now look at the LCM here. We are already having 5. 2 2s are becomes what? 4. So 4 is missing from the denominator. So multiply 4. Multiply both the numerator and denominator with 4. Clear, students? Or simply you can say, you can also understand it as we are having 5. Now how many times 5 is equals to 20? We know that 5 4s are 20. So just simply multiply it with 4. Okay? Yes. Now 2 into 4 by 5 into 4. 2 into 4 gives us 8. 5 into 4 gives us 20. Yes, students? 2 into 4 8. 5 into 2 becomes 20. Now if you look at the equivalent fractions, one is 15 by 20 and the other is 8 by 20. Now are these two like fractions? Yes, these two are like fractions. See, both are having 20 as the denominator. So we can say that these two are like fractions. Now as we have converted this 3 by 4 and 2 by 5 into like fractions, it is easy for us to add. 15. How do we add the like fractions? We first add the numerators, right? 15 plus 8 divided by the denominator, which is 20. Now 15 plus 8 becomes 23 and we are having the denominator 20. Yes, students, we are having the denominator 20 here. This will be our answer. Addition of 3 by 4 and 2 by 5 is equals to 23 by 20. And if you want, or if it is mentioned in the question to represent the answer in the form of a mixed fraction, you can also do this. Now how did we do this? How did we get this? 20 is dividing, so we'll keep here. 23 is the dividend. Yes, we know that 21s are 20. Then we have our remainder 3. So 21 by 3. Clear, students? This is our quotient and this is our remainder. 21 by 3 is the mixed number of 23 by 20. Yes, this was one method. First we found out the LCM and converted them into equivalent fractions separately and then added. Or else the another way to do this is simply you can instead of doing this separately, after we write 3 by 4 and 2 by 5, the LCM here we got is 20, right, students? So simply write the denominator 20 here and just multiply the numerators. Yes, and just multiply the numerators. Now here for 3 by 4 the denominator is 4, so we need to multiply with 5. 3 into 5 plus, now 2 for 2 by 5, 5 is the denominator, so we need to multiply the numerator with 4. Why? Because 5 4s are 20. Clear, students? It is the same thing, both the methods are same. It's just this is a easier. This method has lesser steps when compared to this first method. Yes, now 3 5s are becomes 15, 2 4s are becomes 8. 15 plus 2 becomes 23, and we are having the denominator which is the LCM 20. Now 23 by 20 can be represented as 1 3 by 20. Clear, students? If they are like fractions, we can simply add the numerators and write the denominator as it is. And if they are unlike fractions, first we need to convert them into equivalent like fractions and then perform the addition or subtraction. Now example 2. Find the difference 7 by 8 minus 3 by 4. See, 7 by 8 minus 3 by 4. Now if you look at these two fractions, again the denominators are different, which means that these are not like fractions. Yes, students? Yes. So what should we do? The first step will be to find the LCM. LCM of what? LCM of the denominators 8 and 4. Now if we go for LCM, first the prime number is 2. Now 8 and 4 both are divisible by 2. 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. Yes, students? 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. Now again both of these are divisible by the prime number 2. 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2. Yes? And then again here 2 is divisible by 2. 2 1s are 2 and 2 1s are 2. Yes, students, now what will be our LCM be? LCM will be 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2 into 2, which is equals to what? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. What is the LCM of 8 and 4? The LCM of 8 and 4 is 8. Yes, the LCM of 8 and 4 is 8. 7 by 8 minus 3 by 4. Now the next step will be what? First we found out the LCM. So the second step is converting them into equivalent like fractions. How do we do that? 7 by 8 into, first let us write like this, 3 by 4 into. Now the LCM we got is 8. The LCM we got is 8. Here the denominator is also 8. Now how much should we multiply 8 with to get 8? It is simple. 8 1s are 8. Yes, 8 1s are 8. As 8 1s are is equals to 8, we are multiplying the same one with the numerator as well. Now moving on to the second fraction, 3 by 4. 4 is the denominator. Now how many times 4 is equals to 8? 4 2s are 8. So we are multiplying both the numerator and denominator with 2. Clear, students? As 4 2s are equals to 8, we are multiplying both the numerator and denominator with 2. Now the first fraction will be what? The first fraction will be equal to 7 by 8. 7 1s are 7, 8 1s are 8. Minus the second fraction becomes what? 3 2s are 6 divided by 4 2s are 8. Yes, students? Now what are these? These both are like fractions. Now how can we subtract these two? It is easy, right? First subtract the numerators and then simply write the denominators. 7 minus 6 by 8. 7 minus 6 is equals to 1 divided by 8. 1 by 8 is what? 1 by 8 is our answer. Yes, 7 by 8 minus 3 by 4 is equals to 1 by 8. How did we get this? The first step was to find out the LCM of the denominators and then convert into equivalent like fractions, and then lastly we subtracted the like fractions. Clear students? 7 by 8 minus 3 by 4 is equals to 1 by 8. I hope this was clear. See, 7 by 8 minus 3 by 4 is equals to 1 by 8. Note that to add or subtract mixed fractions, we can first convert them into improper fractions and then perform the operations as above. The second method is to add or subtract the whole number parts separately and fractional parts separately. Now what are they talking about here? They are talking about mixed fractions. Now what are mixed fractions, students? We know, right? See, the number here 2 1 by 3 is a mixed fraction. It is having a whole number part 2 and it is also having 1 by 3, which is the fractional part. So it is called as a mixed number. Now what are they saying here? To add or subtract such mixed fractions, first step would be to convert them into improper fractions. What will the first step be? First step will be to convert them into improper fractions and then perform the operations as above. So let us look at the numbers here. First one is 2 1 by 3 plus 1 1 by 2. Yes, 2 1 by 3 plus 1 1 by 2. What is the first step, students? Convert into what? Convert into improper fractions. Now how will we convert? First write the denominator as it is. Okay, let us write the denominator as it is. In the numerator, multiply the denominator with the whole number part 2 into 3 plus, now the numerator 2 into 3 plus the numerator, yes, whole divided by the denominator 2 in, and coming to the second fraction, again write the denominator as it is. Now multiply the denominator with the whole number part and then add the numerator. Let us keep the brackets here, parenthesis, so that we know that we need to perform this operation first. That means first we need to multiply these two numbers and then add the product to 1. 2 3s are 6 plus 1 divided by 3 plus, now 1 2s are 2 plus 1 divided by 2. Yes students, this is one fraction and this is our other fraction. 6 plus 1 becomes 7 by 3 plus 2 plus 1 becomes 3. 3 by 2. Clear till now, students? What was this? We were given two mixed fractions. We converted them into improper fractions. Again, what are improper fractions? Improper fractions are those wherein the numerator is larger than the denominator, larger or equal to the denominator. Yes, the two fractions we got are 7 by 3 and 7 by 3 plus 3 by 2. Yes students, see, first converting we got 7 by 3 and 2 by 3 by 2. Now we have these two fractions. Are these like or unlike fractions? These are unlike fractions. So what should we do? Again, first find out the LCM. LCM of 3 and 2. LCM of 3 and 2. One point to remember is that, students, now see, 3 and 2 are both prime numbers, isn't it? 3 and 2 are both prime numbers. When we are given two prime numbers, the LCM simply becomes the product, their product. LCM simply becomes what? LCM simply becomes their product. 3 2s are 6. Without doing this calculation also we can say, suppose we are given 2 and 5 in the denominator. Again, 2 and 5 are prime numbers, so their LCM becomes their product. 2 into 5 is equals to 10. Yes, let us cross check this. 3 comma 2. First let us start with the prime number 2, because here 2 is divisible. Now 3 is not divisible by 2, so we will write 3 as it is. Now we know that 2 ones are 2, so we will write 1 here. Clear, students? Now coming to, we are having 3 here, so I will take 3 because this 3 is divisible by 3. 3 ones are 3 comma 1 as it is. Now what will the LCM be? LCM will be 2 into 3. Yes students, LCM will be 2 into 3, that is equals to 6. The same, right? Instead of performing such a big calculation, we can simply, whenever this rule is applicable only when the denominators are prime numbers. Clear students? Only when the denominators are prime numbers. When the denominators are prime numbers, their LCM becomes the product of product. 3 into 2 is equals to 6. 7 by 3 plus 3 by 2. Now we got the LCM as 6, right? Now what will the next step be? Converting them into equivalent like fractions. Now how do we convert? Here the denominator is 3, the LCM is 6. Now 3 into what gives us 6? 3 2s are 6. So we multiply the numerator and denominator with 2. Clear students? And coming to the next number, which is 2 here, denominator is 2. We know that 2 3s are 6. So we multiply both the numerator and denominator with 3. Yes. Now 7 2s are becomes 14 divided by 3 2s are 6 plus 3 3s are becomes 9. 9 divided by 6. Yes students. Now 14 plus 9. Now these two are like fractions. So we can simply add them both the numerators and write the denominator. 14 plus 9 becomes 23 divided by 6. Now what is the result of addition of the mixed fractions? Yes, in question we were given two mixed fractions. First we converted them into improper fractions, then we found out the LCM, then we converted them into equivalent fractions, and then finally we added both the like fractions and then got the answer as 23 by 6. Yes students, now this is the sum of the given mixed fractions. Now this is one way of finding out the sum. Now again, as I said, it is a special case where both the denominators are what? Both the denominators are prime numbers. Yes, you remember this answer, 23 by 6. Okay, 7 by 3 plus 3 by 2. The LCM is 6. So simply what you can do is cross multiply 7 into 2 plus 3 into 3 divided by, just multiply the denominators, or simply you can directly write the LCM. 7 2s are 14 plus 3 3s are 9 divided by 3 2s are 6. 14 plus 19, 9 becomes 23 divided by 6. Easy, right students? We performed such a large large sum, we did such a large calculation in the previous method. In this method it is very easy. As both the denominators are prime numbers, we simply cross multiplied the numerator of first fraction into the denominator of second fraction, the numerator of second fraction into the denominator of first fraction, divided by both the product of both the denominators, which in turn is our LCM. Now this is applicable only when the denominators are both prime numbers. And students, whenever such a question is when it is given in the theory exam, like when you have to solve the whole problem, do not go for opting this method, go for the elaborate method. When you are given such questions for multiple choice questions, right, whenever you are writing few exams and such questions are asked in the multiple choices, then to save your time and get to the answer quickly, you can follow this method. Okay, but do not follow this method when you have to write an elaborate answer for 2 marks, 5 marks or something, right? Then please do not follow this method, as this is not elaborate and you might not get full marks. Apply this only when you have to solve multiple choice questions and get to the answer quickly. And what is the condition? Both the denominators should be prime numbers. Yes, clear students? What answer did we get? The answer we got was 23 by 6. 23 by 6. Again, how converting into the mixed fractions. Now 23 divided by 6. We know that, what do we know? We know that 6 3s are 18. Now when we subtract these two, the answer is 5. So 6 is written as it is here. The whole number part becomes the quotient and remainder becomes the numerator. Clear, students? Yes. This was the first method wherein we converted the improper fractions into we converted the mixed fractions into improper fractions and then found out the sum. The second method is see 2 1 by 3 plus 1 1 by 2. These are mixed numbers. In mixed numbers, 2 and 1 are our whole number parts, right? So what we can do is put a bracket over and then add both the whole number parts. Put a bracket and add the whole number parts and then again open the brackets and now add the fractional parts. Okay, add the whole number parts separately and add the fractional parts separately. 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Now 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2. Here again both the denominators are prime numbers, right? So we can simply cross multiply. 1 into 2 plus 3 into 1 divided by 3 into 2. Yes, students? 3. Now 1 2s are 2 plus 3 1s are 3 divided by 3 2s are 6. The answer becomes what? 3 5 by 6. Answer becomes what, students? 3 5 by 6. It is again an easier way to solve, right? What did we do? It is the same as our previous answer. What did we do? First we took the whole number parts, added them, and then we took the fractional parts and added them. Now when we put both the whole number and fractional parts together, it gives us the answer. Clear, students? These were the two methods of calculating. Now the next question is converting to improper fractions. We have here this is not plus symbol, students. This is a minus. We've added one. See, we've done addition on mixed numbers in the first question and in the second question we'll perform subtraction. Okay. Now converting to improper fractions, we have, see, these two are our improper fractions here. 5 1 by 2 and 3 2 by 3. Okay. 5 1 by 2 minus 5 1 by 2 minus 3 2 by 3 are our what? Are our improper fractions. Now what will our first step be? Our first step will be to convert them into, sorry, these are our mixed numbers. Now we'll convert them into improper fractions. 5 2s are 10 plus 1 divided by the denominator. Yes, students? 3 3s are 9 plus again 2 here divided by the denominator 3. 10 plus 1 becomes 11 by 2 minus again 9 2s are becomes 9 plus 2 becomes 11 divided by 3. Clear, students? These two are our improper fractions. Again, why improper? Because the numerator is larger than the denominator. 11 by 2 minus 11 by 3. Yes, 11 by 2 minus 11 by 3. Now as I said, what is the LCM when we have two numbers, when we have both the numbers as prime numbers? What will the LCM be, children? The LCM will be 6. That is the product. Yes, the LCM will be the product. Product of what? Product of both the denominators. 2 into 3 is equals to 6. Now converting them into equivalent fractions. 2 into 3 is equals to 6, right? So again here also 3 into 2 is equals to 6. Now as we are multiplying the denominator with 3, we should do the same with the numerator as well. 11 into 3 by 2 into 3. Again, as we are multiplying the denominator with 2, we should do the same with the numerator as well. 11 3s are 33 divided by 6 minus 11 2s are 22 divided by 6. Now what are these? These two are like fractions. Yes, students, these two are like fractions. So we can take the denominator as a whole and simply subtract the numerators. 33 minus 22. Yes, 33 minus 22 gives us what? 11 divided by the denominator 6. Yes, students, we took two mixed numbers, first converted them into improper fractions, found out the LCM, then converted these improper fractions into equivalent like fractions, and then we have subtracted both the like fractions. The answer we got is what? The answer we got is 11 by 6. Yes, again 11 by 6. How do we convert it into a mixed number? Now when divide 11 with 6, 6 ones are 6 and the remainder will be 5. So 6 is written in the denominator as it is. Now 1, our quotient will be written as the whole number part and remainder will be written as the numerator. Yes? Yes. Now what is the second method? First solve the whole number parts separately and the fractional parts separately. Yes students? Now in this 5 1 by 2 minus 3 2 by 3. Now we have 5 minus 3 plus, and then we have 1 by 2 minus 2 by 3. Yes students, 5 minus 3 plus 1 by 2 minus 2 minus 3. Now you might be thinking why this plus here. If you remember the first class students, we learnt about mixed fractions. A b by c is called as a mixed number, which is nothing but a plus b by c. Yes, which is nothing but a plus b by c. Now here a is our whole number part and b by c is our fractional part. So the whole number part plus the fractional part. Now 5 minus 3 is equals to 2 and 1 by 2 minus 2 by 3. Again as both the denominators are prime numbers, the LCM becomes their product. 2 3s are 6 and then cross multiply. 1 3s are 3 minus 2 2s are 4. 3 minus 4 by 6. 3 minus 4 gives us what students? 3 minus 4 gives us minus 1. Remember from the topic integers, here 4 is the bigger number. It is having the negative sign. So we put up the negative sign here. Minus 1 by 6. Now plus, and then in brackets we are having minus. So plus into minus becomes what? Plus into minus becomes minus. So 2 minus 1 by 6. Now again as I said, if when we are given only a whole number, we assume that its denominator is 1. So it becomes 2 by 1 minus 1 by 6. Yes students, 2 by 1 minus 1 by 6. Now we are having 1 and 6 as our denominators. What should we do? These are not like fractions. So the first step will be to convert them into like fractions by finding out the LCM. Now LCM of 1 and 6 becomes what? 1 and 6 becomes 6 only. Yes, how? Let us see. 1 and 6. 2. 1 as it is. 2 3s are 6. And then we have the prime number 3 wherein 3 1s are 3. So the LCM becomes 2 into 3. 6. Now we are having 2 here whose denominator is 1. So 1 6 are 6. So 2 into 6. Yes, 1 6 are 6. So we are multiplying the numerator with 6 as well. Minus 1 into, the denominator is 6 here. Only we need to multiply it with only 1 to get 6. 6 ones are 6. So we are multiplying the numerator with 1. Now 2 6 are 12 and 1 ones are 1. 12 minus 1 gives us 11, which is the same answer as the first method. Now 11 by 6 converted into a mixed number becomes what? It becomes 1 5 by 6. Clear students? Now these are the two methods of solving improper fractions. For solving mixed numbers, addition or subtraction of mixed numbers, wherein we can convert them first into improper fractions and add or subtract, or in the second method we can simply subtract the whole number part separately and then fractional part separately and combine them together. Yes students, here again why did we do this subtraction here is, as plus into minus becomes minus, we are subtracting. But in the previous example, here we got plus only. 3 plus 5 by 6. As we know, a plus b by c is the standard form of a mixed number, which is nothing but equal to ab by c. So we simply combined them and written as 3 5 by 6. But here the case was different. There was a negative sign. So we again subtracted both the fractions here. Clear, students? Today we've learnt about addition and subtraction of like fractions, unlike fractions, and as well as mixed numbers. I hope you've understood today's class. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving